What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. So today we are going to take a look at one of your trucks. This is Doug's 2015 TRD Pro Tundra in the beautiful Inferno color. Now, I'll explain this at the end of the video, but I was very much trying to buy exactly what Doug has here, color and all, double cab, everything that he has. I was trying to buy back in the day when they first came out. The TRD Pro, its first year was 2015, and the first color for it was the Inferno. That was the first special color. So there was also black and white available that first year in 2015. The first year and the second year, they were very, very, very hard to get. Even in the 2017 model year, they were very hard to get. But for me, Inferno was amazing. But anyway, let's take a look at his truck, and then we will talk about some of the things he's done to it and some of the things he still wants to do to it. So check it out. All right, Doug says, I bought the truck used with 33,000 miles on it last June 2019. This truck has a few add-ons with a few more to come. It has a hard trifold aluminum tonneau cover, a 4-inch body lift on top of the 2-inch lift level from factory, which makes the exhaust pipe show more under the rear. Husky liner floor mats, seriously buy these. Bedside matte black TRD Pro stamp inlays, matte black tailgate Tundra stamp inlays, and an OEM Toyota Tundra brake controller, which did not come on the Tundra pre-2016, and I installed it myself. My next plans are to get a larger set of 35-inch tires to fill the wheel wells and replace the drop-in bed liner the 2015 Pros came with to a spray-in. If I had the money burning a hole in my wallet, I would get a Magnuson supercharger. The storage bins that come on the double cab are awesome for not having to have a box full of stuff in my bed. If you aren't regularly hauling your friends around, who are all 6'5" and don't need a limousine for a back seat, Team Double Cab rocks for the extra bed space. The only thing I wish it had was a drop-down rear window like on the Crewmax. All in all, I love my truck. So I was actively trying to buy a Inferno 2015 Double Cab TRD Pro, just like Doug has there before all the modifications. And I had a chance to go look at it, but unfortunately it was sold by another salesman when I was probably a day away from going to check it out for real. They would just come in and fly right off the shelves, quote unquote, off the shelves, off the lot. Every time they would come in back then, it was just a different time period. Today, you do see a lot of TRD Pros sitting on the lot. Some of them go quick. The Army Greens usually go quick, although some dealerships report that they've been sitting there for a long time. But the black and the white TRD Pros were a little bit easier to get, but really in 2015 to 17, all those TRD Pros were insane. A lot of the dealerships would get one allocated to them, and it would be sold before it ever got there, before it ever touched the lot. When I got my 2016 one from Galt Toyota with Frank, my old salesman, I actually ended up purchasing that from him, his allocation, and he built it the way I wanted him to build it. And that was before, like I said, before he even truly ordered it. He just had an allocation sitting there. But one thing you should know about the 2015 TRD Pro, it's kind of unique to the other ones. The 2015 is the only TRD Pro that came with fabric seats versus 2016 and up. We see the leather seats with the TRD Pro logo on the seat itself. The fabric seats, it had like a little bit of red piping through it. You know, they were a little bit different looking, but they were fabric. That is the only year that happened. Number two, it's the only year where we didn't get a brake controller, a standard OEM brake controller in the Tundra, in the TRD Pro. That actually came out in 2016, so 2015 didn't have that. And also, it is the only TRD Pro to have the smaller gas tank, which was 26 gallons, I believe, and it is now 38 gallons, 2016 and up. So there are a couple things missing, but it was the first edition of the TRD Pro, and that Inferno is amazing. And pictures do not do it justice. I will tell you that from seeing them in person. It's kind of just like the Army Green and the other TRD Pro colors. They're not necessarily the metallic look, the sparkly look. They're kind of a flat, shiny color, and they look completely different depending on when you're seeing it, if it's cloudy out, if it's sunny out. I can tell you that just from owning this one. It looks amazing. So if I had to rate my favorite TRD Pro colors, and this is very hard, and it does change every once in a while. I know everyone likes cement, and I really like the Army Green. At first, I didn't necessarily care for the Army Green, but when I bought it and I see how the color looks different in certain light, on a sunny day like it is today, the Army Green looks amazing. It's just different. It's different. When it's under a cloudy sky, it looks more of a dark hunter green. Right now in the sun, it's very bright. It's awesome. Inferno has got to be, I'm tied on the top with Inferno and Quicksand. Those are my two favorite TRD Pro colors. Number 3 would probably come in Army Green and then Cement. I like Cement, don't get me wrong, but Quicksand, Army Green, and that Inferno is unbelievable. But let me know what you think about Doug's truck, and let me know what you think about, actually, why don't you just give me a list, top to bottom. What are your favorite TRD Pro colors? I'm guessing most of you will say Cement. So I'm looking forward to seeing if there's anybody out there who agrees with me on colors other than Cement. Like I said, I don't dislike Cement at all. I just think for the unique factor, Inferno, Quicksand, and like an Army Green are actually pretty cool. Voodoo Blue, I like Voodoo Blue, but if I'm, rating them, I would probably put Voodoo Blue as my least favorite color. And I'm not including the black and the white. And there was also Mag Gray that's offered this year, and it was offered in 2016. Kind of leaving those ones out of it. I'm going with the specialty colors. So I'll lay it out for you in case you don't know. 2015 special color, Inferno. 2016 special color was Quicksand. 2017 special color was Cement. 2018, there was no TRD Pro Tundra. 2019 was Voodoo Blue. 2020, Army Green. So rate those. What do you think? What's the best TRD Pro color and what's the worst? Once again, Doug, thank you very much for sending in your submission. Gorgeous truck. As soon as I saw it, it brought me back to when I almost had a 2015 double cab TRD Pro Inferno. Also, guys, if you want to be featured on this channel, all you have to do is email me, tundra234@gmail.com. Send 15 to 20 pictures of your truck. Also send a little write-up on what you've done to it, what you plan to do to it, and anything else you want the world to know about you, where you're from, whatever, how many Tundras you've owned, whatever you want to say, go for it. But until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at Tundra234, tundra234@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe.